The book is better. Yeah, but I would rather watch the movie. So, have you ever? What's going on, everybody? How's it going? If you would, for me, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will be dropping videos every week, preferably every Monday, possible. Um, as of now, I'm recording this video on October 5th, Tuesday, and I want to talk about, as you saw in my little intro here, I want to talk about the movie versus the book. Which one is better? I know, so I've grown up and I've been around a lot of writers, a lot of writing circles, and they pretty much have come out and said that the movie isn't as good as the book is. But is that true? Is the book actually better than the movie is? And a lot of us are inclined to believe so, especially as writers, because simple fact is when you watch a movie, it's not as detailed as the book. My example being when I saw Stardust um, by the book was written by Neil Gaiman, but when I first saw the movie, I saw the movie before I read the book, and when I went back and read the book, I just started noticing like a lot of details that was not in the book at all. Um, I think there was a scene where he runs into this woman who's actually this slave. She's being like chained up and stuff like that, and she's performing for a circus or whatever. And um, it turns out that she basically is the main character's mother. And they actually don't. They never mention that in the movie, but they do mention it in the book. They actually go into detail over it. So I thought that was pretty nice. You got to think. Sometimes what's the difference between a 200-page book and a movie that's a half an hour long. We've seen the lengthiness of epics with Lord of the Rings, which were long movies, but not as long as the books exactly. So let's kind of get into what I want to do here, because I actually ran into some books and I was trying to figure out. I was trying to get a list together of movies that were books, to try to make that comparison. So
Yeah.
let's see here. All right. And we have like exceptions. The exception being The Shining. Now, I never read the book, I saw the movie. Um, and the ending to that movie is amazing. Even Doctor Sleep had a really good ending. The sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep had a very good ending to it. And if you run into anybody though, they will tell you that the movie is actually better than the book, because the ending wasn't as promising as the ending to the movie was. So that's just something that you have to kind of keep in mind, that sometimes the book isn't always as good as the movie, just because the book is far more. Um, the book has way more detail to it. Okay, so apparently they got Drive on here. I didn't know Drive was a movie, or I didn't know it was a book. The movie's good. Um, so you have all these movies, and this one's saying both of them were good. They said the movie and the book to Drive was good. Um, American Psycho is on here. So yeah, so they're saying the book is better on American Psycho and Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs, they said the book is better, but not by that much. So, um, so I never really. I know I've stopped doing the arguments too about that, where people go, "Well, the book is better than the movie," the movie's better than or the book is better than the movie because the movie's going to give you all the backstory and it's going to do this and it's going to do that. But sometimes, you got to think like maybe the movie or maybe the book it still is not written as well, or maybe the movie improves upon what the book didn't write as well. Like, take The Watchmen for example. I saw the movie and I read the book, and honestly, I thought the movie just had a better ending than the book did. Um, Spoilers if you haven't seen The Watchmen, but in The Watchmen, so at the end, um, they find out that it was Ozymandias um, who was the superhero that was trying to. So his plan was to destroy hundreds of people in the city by opening up a portal. Okay, this is gonna get ridiculous. Listen to this. So this is the book adaptation. So he opens up a portal. He lets a big tentacle monster through, and the tentacle monster goes around and starts killing a whole bunch of people. Just starts annihilating people left and right, just crushing people. Whereas in the movie, they they did a simple change to where um, Ozymandias created a machine that mimicked Doctor Manhattan's power and used that same type of power to destroy an entire city, to make it basically warn because they're going into nuclear war. I couldn't remember who. I think it was Russia. Was it Russia or somebody like that? But anyway, they were going into war with them, and it was just a sign to show them how powerful of a weapon Doctor Manhattan was, because they didn't know how powerful Doctor Manhattan was. So he basically demonstrated that by killing a whole bunch of people. Um, Show him like, hey, if Doctor Manhattan will kill our people, just imagine what he'll do to you. So, but the ending in the book or the ending in the movie was way better though, because it was just a giant tickle monster that just came left field and just started killing people. You have this really gritty, dark, realistic story, and then just out of nowhere, it turns into a comic book at the end. Like this comic book turns into a comic book. So it was crazy, but yeah, it just seemed like the movie just handled that so much better. Um, or again, uh, just like the movies I had named off here. Uh, what was another movie where I heard them say the ending was? I heard it was another thing where it was another movie where I heard that the book wasn't as good as the movie. Um, but yeah, if so, yeah, like I said, if you ask me like which one's better, movie or book wise, I'm just gonna tell you like, I mean, it to me it depends. It really depends. Like you can't really say that one is better than the other. Again, it just depends on how you read it and and how you take in both forms of media. I read Cloud Atlas. I haven't seen the movie, but I know a lot of people said the movie was really bad compared to the book. Um, and I don't know, me Cloud Atlas. I just found that book to be it's. I like the book. It's not my favorite book that I've ever read. It was a little confusing, but um, but again, like I don't know what the movie did differently. I thought some of the effects were really good on the movie when I saw the trailer. Um, I liked I liked all the costumes that they put on Holly Berry. She did in some of those costumes. She didn't even look like Holly Berry. I thought that was a totally different person. I thought it was a different actor, and then I found out it was Holly Berry. So, that's kind of neat. Uh, I started reading Gone Girl, but I never saw the movie, but I'm like a good way into the book on Gone Girl, so I'll see how that turns out. But I'm gonna have to probably pull up my Netflix or something like that and do a comparison. So I don't know. I might make this a segment um, where I maybe tell you which one in my opinion, which one I think is better, the book and the movie. This was an idea I kind of wanted to do with the channel. Kind of mix it up, have a little fun with it and stuff like that. So, and again, this is a literature channel, so just kind of mix things up. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you want, again, please like, comment, subscribe, support. I will have my social medias down in the description box like I do every video. So again, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.